This is a comprehensive blood panel test. This is per Cleveland Clinic, so this is the yearly blood test that all Americans get that is apparently helpful. And I'm not saying the stuff on this blood test is not helpful to know. It's good stuff to know, and it should be tested for. But take a look at the list on the right and take a look at the list on the left. Do you see any of those things on the left list in the right list? So all of these major deficiencies that the US population have, 0% of those major deficiencies are tested for in a routine blood test, which means 0% of Americans are going to even know that they're deficient. And it means that all of the doctors doing this stuff either don't know about this or they just don't care. Right? Neither of those answers is good, right? There's really no benign, innocent explanation for not testing this stuff. This blood test that people are still getting every year is more or less the same exact blood test as people were getting 50 years ago, right? Do you think we've learned anything in the last 50 years? Well, according to what the government's doing and our public health services are doing, no, we haven't, right? And the outcomes confirm that, right? As our technology has gone up, the health of the United States has gone down, right? Something is wrong. So, like I mentioned before, these things are not bad to test for on the right. They're good to test for, but look at what they're testing for. They're basically all targeted at looking at organs, right? So again, this is the mental process that mainstream medical practitioners have. They do these tests. If you have any of the values off on the comprehensive blood panel, let's just say your creatinine levels are off, right? Mainly a kidney thing. If your creatinine levels are off, a typical primary care physician is going to treat your kidney like the kidney is the problem. We know, based off of a 9th grade biology education level, we know this is not true. Cells don't act on themselves, right? Something else is causing the cells to dysfunction. This is 100% known information that nobody pays attention to in mainstream medicine, right? So this is a primary reason why people are so sick nowadays. If you don't test for the stuff that's making people sick, you're never going to get the solution. Right? That's an impossibility. If you don't know why it's going on or you don't care to know, you have 0% chance of fixing it, which is why most people never resolve any impairment that they have. And this is done on purpose. The pharmaceutical companies will tell you to take a pill for life. If that has side effects, there's another pill for that. If that one has side effects, there's another pill for that. It's just a merry-go-round of crap. This is a great company that I highly recommend people utilize, right? So again, this is from a functional medicine doctor. His name is Dr. Mark Hyman. I don't know him personally, but I've listened to hundreds and hundreds of hours of his podcasts. I've read his research. And I trust Dr. Hyman as much as I can without knowing him. He really, really seems to know what he's doing. And everything that he says scientifically and logically makes sense, right? So Dr. Hyman started Function Health, right? This is a private company, has nothing to do with mainstream medical insurance or anything like that. Insurance does not cover this, right? The reason insurance does not cover this type of blood test is because, hello amigos, this is my cat, you guys. This is my little amigos. This is my little kitty. This is my little kitty. Okay, back to the blood test. So, this is not covered by insurance. The reason that this is not covered by insurance is because our healthcare system is based on people being sick. It's 100% based on financial stuff, right? So the more money you can make, that is what is going to be prescribed regardless of whether it's actually helpful or harmful or anything. That does not come into play with this at all, right? It's how much money a very small group of people can make off of giving people pills. That is how healthcare is determined. It has nothing to do with health, and we'll get to that in the RDA and the EAR in a second. But okay, so a typical comprehensive blood panel tests for 14 markers. This is the yearly blood panel from Function Health. It tests for 135 markers. 14 or 135. I don't know about you, but I would rather know about 135 things in my body than 14, right? And those 14 are included in 135. So it's not like it's one or the other. You're getting those 14 plus another 121 things, right? So way, way better. I believe this blood test is about $450 a year, right? But again, if your health is important to you, and if you've been ever really sick before or very badly injured like I have, you understand that you really can't put a price on your health.